This is textbook. You've got everything I would look for in a trade. This perfect symmetrical bottom. You kind of have these shoulders. You're now sitting on this neckline, and you've got a key reversal this week. Went lower. We've got another day to see how this is going to close. I suspect it's going to close even higher, and perhaps the next real resistance is just a hair above there. And then, there's nothing until 60 on this thing. So this to me is the best risk reward play. There's kind of very little doubt. Even when the market looked terrible and this thing sold off, every dip was a buying opportunity.
So when you say this great risk reward, does that mean right now? Like, should we get into it at, 30, 34?
Absolutely.
Or wait for...
Just close your eyes and buy it wherever you can. Here, goes down, buy it there, buy it anywhere. Your risk is underpinned. See, I look at these key reversals. Makes a new low, closing the high. That kind of tells me where the risk is. They try to push it here. And that they showed me where the low is because they tried going there. And by the end of the week, the buyers were in control. And so, in that area, I know where the risk is. So I can get long here, and it doesn't matter if it starts coming back down here. It's eventually going to keep going. But it tells me that, so that's what these reversals tell me. They tell me where that risk is. So if I got long here, I think to me, the risk is, right there. I don't think it gets underneath there. And even if it did, it would probably still find a way to go back up. It looked terrible, here and here.
So what kind of behavior would it exhibit to actually start failing? Or are you thinking, wait, let's go short or get out?
Well, so I always look, if I put on a trade here, do I feel more comfortable, being long? Can I see kind of a clearer pathway this way where there's no obstruction? Or can I just see prices, all of a sudden go through all of this stuff? To me, there's like zero chance that's going to happen. So I start creating this scenario in my mind. So, okay, I buy it, here, and it starts going down here. To me, I'm just going to keep buying it. I'm just going to keep buying it. To me, the pattern equals the trajectory. What it does here or here or here, which it did. We watched many days where it just looked ugly, ugly, ugly. And then somehow it's, Humpty Dumpty puts itself back together again, because this is what is dictating it. This is all distraction and nonsense. This is going to go in the direction as indicated by that. Pattern equals trajectory. And, the scientific studies that we've looked at, 35,000 of them, said that after a market is bottomed, put on this pattern, it goes directionally for like 90 days at least. Now, not in a straight line, but over 90 days, on balance, we should see higher prices. So I suspect, what are we in? July? We look at this thing in October or whenever, it's going to look something like that. So pattern equals trajectory. It's just that simple to me. That I look at, hence the name. I picked the name of my business for a reason. It's the pattern trader. I patterns equal destiny. You see patterns and they equal trajectory. Now this is just collecting itself. This is what Lyft looked like when I made, mid six figures on that move in Lyft 2 Januaries ago. Looked just like this at like $15. And the thing ended up going to about 80. So pattern equals trajectory. This thing will find a way to go north. And this is a pretty good, so if we measured from the neckline, what are we at, 35 to the baseline 15? What is that, 20? So put a 20 handle on this, we're sitting at 55. And I do think we retest this area and probably go north of that.
So you can see, yeah, 45 is 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So pop out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.